So now we're on Module 2, Lesson 1 homework. So this lesson focused on converting larger units, kilometers to meters, meters to kilometers, and then meters to centimeters, and centimeters to meters. The important thing the kids need to remember, 1 kilometer equals 1,000 meters. So if we're going from kilometers to meters, we're adding 3 zeros to the end. And if we're going backwards from meters to kilometers, we're taking 3 zeros away. When it comes to meters and centimeters, 1 meter equals 100 centimeters. So if we're going from meters to centimeters, you add 2 zeros. And if you are going from centimeters to meters, you are taking 2 zeros away. Okay, so 5 kilometers, we can either add 3 zeros or multiply by 1,000 to get 5,000 meters. 13 kilometers, add 3 zeros or multiply by 1,000 to get 13,000. Now we're going backwards. 17,000 meters is how many kilometers? And so we're going backwards, so we're going to take 3 zeros away or divide by 1,000. I prefer to just take 3 zeros away, and we're at 17 kilometers. 60 kilometers, add 3 zeros, 60,000 meters. Onto the centimeters. 7 meters, add 2 zeros or multiply by 100. 700 centimeters. 19 meters, 1,900 centimeters. We're going backwards here. Take 2 away, 24 meters. And then here we're going to add 2 zeros, so 9,000 centimeters. Down here we're finding equivalent measures. So we're given a mix of 7 kilometers and 123 meters. And we want to know how many meters. We know that 7 kilometers equals 7,000 meters. So you can do 7,000 plus, because that's in meters, 123 meters. And you get 7,123 meters. This is where it gets tricky whenever the meters don't have 3 digits. So we have 22,022 meters, because 22 kilometers equals 22,000 meters plus 22 meters, and we get 22,022 meters. Same here, we're adding another digit here, taking another digit away there. So we have 875,004 meters. Onto the centimeters, this is the same thing. We have 7 meters is 700 kilometers, or centimeters, and 45, so 700 centimeters plus 45 centimeters. Okay. 67 meters, we're going to add 2 zeros, so 6,700 centimeters plus 7 centimeters gives us 6,707 centimeters. And then 204 meters, again, we're adding 2 zeros, 20,400 centimeters plus 89, and we get 20,489 centimeters. We're now in the subtraction thing, so we need to combine these and then subtract. And this one we're just subtracting. So 2 kilometers, 303 meters minus 556 meters. So we know that this is going to be 2,303 meters, because 2 kilometers is 2,000 meters plus 303, so we get 2,303 meters. And we're subtracting 556 meters. So we can't take 3 minus 6. We can't borrow from a 0, so we have to borrow from this 3. That becomes a 2. 10 becomes, or 0 becomes a 10. That now becomes a 9. It's kind of cramped up there. 3 becomes a 13, because we can borrow. 13 minus 6 is 7. 9 minus 5 is 4. 2 minus 5 we can't do, so we have to borrow from that. That becomes a 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. So 1,747 meters. Same thing over here. 2 meters is 200 centimeters. And we're subtracting 54 centimeters. So got to start borrowing over here. That becomes a 10. Now we can borrow for the ones. That's a 9, 10. 10 minus 4 is 6. 9 minus 5 is 4. 1 minus 0 is 1, so 146 centimeters. Express your answer in the smallest unit. So if we look, we have kilometers and meters. Kilometers or meters. We know meters will be our smallest unit. So there's a couple different ways you can do these since we are adding numbers in the same value. We could convert all these to meters. So that's going to be 338,853 plus, that's going to become 62,000 meters and 71. So then you add there, so 4, 2, 1, 9, 0, carry 1, 0, carry 1. So 400,924 meters. Or we could set it up like this. Plus 62 kilometers, 71 meters. So we're going to focus on only adding our meters here. So 3 plus 1 is 4. 5 plus 7 is 12. So 2, carrier 1, 9. So we know we have 924 meters. Now we're adding our kilometers. 8 and 2 is 10. Carrier 1. 1, 3, and 6 is 10. So 1, carrier 1. So we have 400 kilometers, 924 meters. We need to convert it to the smaller unit. And so that one will become that. So 400 kilometers is 400,000 meters plus 924 meters. That gives us 400,924 meters. Okay, same thing with the subtraction. If we want to turn, we have meters and centimeters. Let's turn these into centimeters first. So we have 800, adding 2 zeros, plus 35, so 80,000, 35 centimeters. And this one will be 15,400 centimeters, plus 49 centimeters, 15,449 centimeters. And now we need to subtract those numbers, so we'll line them up. Minus 15,449. Got to borrow 2, 15, 6. Got to borrow. So we go all the way out to 8. That becomes a 7. That becomes a 10. Still can't do 0 minus 4, so we have to borrow from that 10. That becomes a 9. That's a 10. 10 minus, and then not there yet because we're in the tens place. So that 10 now becomes a 9. This 2 becomes a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. 7 minus 1 is 6. So 64,586 centimeters. You can do it this way as well. So we do 800 meters, 35 centimeters, minus 154 meters, 49 centimeters. And basically what you're doing, if you need to borrow over here, you're just going to go over to the next place value. So we can't do 5 minus 9. We have to borrow from the 3. That becomes a 2. 5 becomes a 15. 15 minus 9 is 6. Can't do 2 minus 4, so we have to come all the way out here to that. That becomes 7. Now we got to keep borrowing until we get to our tens place. So 9, that becomes a 12. 12 minus 4 is 8. 9 minus 4 is 5. 9 minus 5 is 4. And 7 minus 1 is 6. So if we look, we're still going to get the same answer. 64,586 centimeters. The back are some word problems. So you just have to use your decoding skills for the word problem. So the length of Celia's garden is 15 meters 24 centimeters. The length of her friend's garden is 2 meters 98 centimeters more than Celia's. What is the length of her friend's garden? So more than tells us we need to add these two numbers. Okay. Down here, Sylvia ran 3 kilometers 290 meters in the morning. Then she ran some more in the evening, she ran a total of 10 kilometers. How far did Sylvia run in the evening? So this is our total. She ran that much in the morning. We want to find how much she ran in the evening. So we have to take the morning away from the total. So we're going to take 10 kilometers and subtract 3 kilometers, 290 meters. So you can convert that and subtract just like we did on the front. Jenny's sprinting distance was 356 meters shorter than Tyler's. Tyler sprinted a distance of 1 kilometer, 3 meters. How many meters did Jen sprint? So it was shorter than, so that means less than. So we're taking that away again. So we're doing 1 kilometer, 3 meters minus 356 meters. Again, you'll do the same strategies that we did on the front of the page, where you will convert everything into meters and subtract. And then the electrician had 7 meters, 23 centimeters of electrical wire. He used 551 centimeters for one wiring project. How many centimeters of wire does he have left? We start with a total. We're taking a chunk away, so we have to subtract. So we have 7 meters, 23 centimeters, minus 551 centimeters, and then again, do your conversions from the front. So that's Module 2, Lesson 1. Hope that helped.